Ladies and gentlemen, this is Mr. Great, and I'm honored to have next to me a friend, a model, and a fitness instructor, Anna, who is a model for our fitness calendar. And today we will be filming the Confined Fitness Space, a new video, and Anna's fitness instruction video on the fitness that you can do in the hotels in a small confined space like this one. So Anna today will tell us a little bit about herself, and our first question for her is how to start to do fitness. People like me, I'm lazy, so for my wife it's really difficult to get me in the gym. Even though we have membership, I'm kind of trying to avoid this. Is there any technique that can seduce me to do fitness so I can lose some pounds?
Well, I think it's very hard to really get motivated, especially without seeing the need for it. And
I see the need. Every year or so, my wife buys for me like a set of suits. I have maybe 5-6 suits, and then I gain some weight, and we have to buy next set of suits. So I have maybe 5-6 sets of different sizes. So when I lose the weight, I go back to the previous year suit, but when I gain more, I graduate.
So you're basically saying it's hard for you to stay on track and not go back and forth.
Yes,
without changing suits.
Yeah, the weight, it's expensive because and it's kind of, I go for a hunting trip, I lose some weight, then I stay home, at work, and eat some, and I gain some pounds. And how
I think
can I get myself in the gym?
I think the obstacles that people face, most of the times it's either time or money. So a lot of people think that, being able to go to the gym and having a personal trainer or health coach is very expensive, and they don't have all that money to spend and invest in their health. And another reason is that...
And how they overcome this? They just make more money?
No, it's not necessary to make more money. I think you can always afford fitness. Like, there are a lot of fitness programs that you don't need a lot of equipment.
In the summer, I live by Manhattan Beach, and I see in the summer there are a couple of girls who have fitness classes right on the beach.
Right.
So they don't pay any rent. They just assemble a group of people on Facebook who wants to do yoga or fitness or whatever, and they just take those people and they charge them like a very small amount of money, it's like $1, $2.
Yeah, it's like a donation based.
Instead of paying like maybe $20, $50 for the class, because they don't have the rent, they don't have insurance and all the other expenses. So the trainer just trains anyway. So she lets other people train under her command.
Right, that's what I was gonna say. That a lot of fitness programs, you don't really need to invest a lot. Those like yoga, you basically need like minimum equipment and space. Again, you just need a mat, but that's not necessarily, again, you can always do like
yoga for the guys. It's kind of not it's more like feminine.
I wouldn't necessarily say that, because when we talk about yoga, a lot of people think that, oh, it's just stretching, I don't need to do a lot of stretching, it's like what girls and ballerinas do. But it's not that. Like, if you...
Those poses takes a lot of stamina and pressure, and you can hold the pose. It takes a lot
of but like a lot of people don't realize that a lot of poses are actually standing poses. And like, if you go take a yoga class, a lot of times you don't really spend much time on the floor stretching. It's more like power poses, building like strength building poses. So we have a lot of people, a lot of guys, and especially like big guys, muscular guys in the class, where they're like sweating and they can't hold a pose for 5 breaths, but they have all the strength, but all of a sudden they cannot hold a single pose.
They're not built for that.
They're not built, they're not flexible enough.
They didn't have experience doing poses like this.
Right, and people always think that, oh yeah, if it's yoga, you have to like put your leg behind your ear, behind your head. It's very advanced. I mean, we're talking about people in India who've been doing it for centuries, and all they do like the whole day, they just sit in meditation. So of course, they need to be flexible to sit in meditation for hours. But
we don't
here,
have that kind of
yeah,
life
here in the
pace,
Western country, we don't exactly.
Life is a little bit faster than this.
Yeah.
My next question is to you: how do you stay? Let's say I can put myself through first 5-10 days of the fitness classes, but after a while, I find I have to go to work. I have to do this.
So
I find the reasons and I drop.
It's the time obstacle that we like I mentioned earlier.
No, I still have the same time. I just drop out. I think I still have time. I just put that time into something else. So there is something that for people like me who start and drop it, there is something that doesn't hold. And certain people have the stamina and the determination to do it consistently, day by day, week by week. Is there a way to have that schedule build up and so people?
Well, I think for people like you and a lot of people like that who don't feel motivated all the time, who cannot wake up early in the morning to go to the gym and would rather sleep another 15 minutes. I think for people like that, they really have to get a health coach or a personal trainer, because that keeps them reliable and that keeps them accountable. So yeah, they need someone who can basically guide them and coach them and say, hey, come on, let's go, let's wake up, let's go have coffee after that. So they will be rewarded. Maybe they'll have like a good breakfast, you know. There has to be a value behind that.
I see.
So if you
put a price on it,
if you spend money on a gym, most likely you will go.
Okay, my wife does that all the time to me. I have those rewards waiting.
Well, it has to be someone else, not your wife, probably, because you don't have the same relationship with the person who you don't really know that well, and I think it would keep you more like accountable. Yeah.
Okay. What I meant by this, that I can find excuse for a stranger. I'm sick, I'm this and that, but she knows I'm not sick. She knows what's going on, so she can kick me out and get me to the gym. So,
but you're not going, so there is something still preventing you from.
True.
Maybe she's not that strict.
My next question to you is, what are the best new trends out there in the fitness world? Which programs takes the front page in the fitness environment nowadays? We're in 2018, so obviously, the world of fitness is drastically changing. Where are we now?
Especially here in New York, it's crazy. Like, there are so many trends that basically die and appear. It's like fashion. Like every season we have different trends, and people, they need something new to basically be motivated. Like like we were talking about. Like, for example, last year boxing was really popular. Like, you see those boxing studios popping up here and there, and they're still popular. For example, cycling, like a few years ago, cycling studios.
Is it because like some famous people do the boxing and the people?
Not necessarily. That too, like a lot of like celebrities. Yeah, a lot of celebrities showing.
I don't see much use for boxing. When I go clubs or places, I don't really use my boxing skills that much.
That's the thing, like. They call them like a boutique fitness studios where people, it's not like a boxing ring. It's a very unusual setting where you have the sandbags and the music is like you're in a nightclub. You know, it's dark, it's house music, it's like music that keeps you like, makes you going, keeps you active, and basically because you're doing it in a group, it motivates you to keep going because you don't want to look worse than your partner or someone next to you. It's like a competition, and it's a very it's a cool setup. It's not necessarily boxing that people think, oh, I'm gonna box. It's not like a professional boxing.
I want to touch up on two new trends that I see. One is that we discussed with you yesterday, when extremely wealthy individuals like who have money, who would like to start fitness and do exercise, and like lazy like myself, who want to do exercise, and so there are a new program where the beautiful models, train with those individuals. It's obviously a very expensive proposition. It's individual training, but the motivation here is in two points. Number one, it's all live and with many cameras, so your friends, your family, your coworkers can see how you exercise, and having that pressure on you. So let's say if you have to do 10 push-ups and you see like 50 people, like 1,000 people, 10,000 people watching you, you might do instead of 10, maybe 20 or 30.
Right.
And if you have beautiful models right next to you training, who may be a reason for you to be fit and to date someone like that or marry someone like that, that also might motivate you. So if the girl who is fit and capable of doing this, you as a guy also want to keep up.
Yeah.
So whether it's the opposite, we can have those places. We can have a couple of fit guys as well to motivate ladies as well to do the fitness. But I think that's the new trend. And the other one is what we discussed is the confined fitness space. That's when you do a variety of exercise. When you drive car, you can do exercise, while you're on the road or in the train. When you're in a really confined space and you spend an hour every day to work and from work, so you're already in that train. You're already spending time, so you can do just breathing exercise. You can still do, a little bit of, torso and other exercise. You can, bend, stretch. Even in a small amount, it might look a little bit funny for the commuters on the train, but let's say if you're a secretary in the office and you have to spend a certain amount of hours behind the desk, you might want to spend the time wisely and do some exercise if you can't leave your desk. So I think those are the trends for the 2018 perhaps.
Well, I wouldn't necessarily call the second one a trend. It's not that you're gonna have everybody looking for, I want to go check out the confined space. Like a lot of people will still go to those studios.
But they will do that. They might, let's say if right now I have maybe 10, 20 followers, maybe next year I'll have a couple of thousand followers who are like a fan base who like those videos that we produce. So
but if we don't, we forget about like why people, like if they do these exercises, they won't necessarily lose weight. It's good for them to be active and to like stretch their fingers and like good stuff for their back and stuff. But for those who want to lose weight, there wouldn't be enough. It's
Absolutely.
more like.
But what I'm saying with those,